This is the new Elite Windbreaker. It's a garment that's designed for the weather conditions you find much of the time in a northern European winter, which is chilly, damp and windy, as opposed to outright freezing cold. In many ways, it exemplifies a number of aspects of my philosophy when producing a garment. So the first of those is fabric, obviously, and for me the fabric is the engine room of every garment. So if the fabric's not right, the garment's never going to be right. In this case, you're getting the protection from the wind by an extremely closely woven fabric. So that means the fibres of the fabric are very, very close together, and that's what keeps out the wind. By doing it like that, you eliminate the need for a windproof membrane, which has issues with breathability. So this gives you excellent breathability. It's windproof and it has a brushed inner surface, so you can wear it directly against the skin. And this is another part of my philosophy, which is if you can have a single garment that does the job without the need to layer, produce a single garment. It's lighter, you're going to have less bulk, you're going to feel better. Then the next part is the way the pattern for the garment is cut. And the longer SOAR has progressed, the more extreme the pattern cutting has become. And now we're cutting garments that will fit ergonomically when you're running rather than when you're standing still. And what I mean by that is the sleeves have an exaggerated banana shape, and the reason for that is when you're running, your arms are bent. So it'll feel a bit odd when you put it on when you're standing with your arms straight. As soon as you assume the running position, it will feel super comfortable. And then the body is cut with side panels, so it's got a multi-panel construction on the body. And this allows you to have a really precise wrap of the lower body section around the body without it becoming restricting at all. And so that gives you a close-fitting garment that's super comfortable when you're actually running. And that ergonomic approach to pattern cutting is key to producing a garment that's comfortable when you're running. The collar is cut in the fold, and the reason for that is, and which is something we don't normally do, the reason for that is the fabric has some stretch in it. By cutting the collar on the fold, it allows you to wrap the collar very closely around the neck. And it's a windproof garment, so you want the collar to wrap the neck closely to keep out any wind. And so doing that allows you to do that, and it gives you a very comfortable collar construction as well. And the final part of the equation, which is, I was absolutely adamant about this from day one with the SOAR brand, which is garments should be as minimal as possible. Take away anything that's not absolutely needed. So in this case, it just has laser cut hems. There's no extra fabric on the hem. Doing that, it makes it lighter, it makes it smoother on the bottom. You have a film edge to reinforce the hem to keep it stable, and that film edge doubles up as a reflective trim as well. It's a winter garment. You need reflective details on the garment if you're running in the dark. So that dual purpose, reinforce the edge, add reflectivity, is again, a way of approaching a kind of minimal construction. If you can get one thing to do two different jobs at once, so much the better. So it has laser cut hem here and on the sleeves. And because it has this very precise fit, it allows you to have just these straight cut hems without the need for elastic. It's got a large reflective SOAR on the back, so people know you're wearing SOAR. And it's got a pocket which will fit a phone and gels. So cool, windy, damp, autumn, winter and early spring weather, this is the garment which you can chuck on, go for your run. It will feel really slick. It's a really beautifully fitting garment, protect you from the wind. It's got a DWR finish, so it'll protect you from showers. Off you go and enjoy your run.